I won't just take it for granted. And by God's grace, I got positive people around me to take me through the process. So please, let's do well to connect wisely. Let's do well to grab opportunities. And let's do well to work with people when the opportunity is given to us. Just don't lead alone. Just don't be selfish that you always want to be the one to be seen. Though we are here, most of us are leaders one way or the other. Being it in the house, being it in school, being it in churches. When there is an opportunity, being a leader is always not necessarily going around campaigning that I want to be this, I want to be that, or I want to hold this position. Sometimes we should have the habit of volunteering. When you see somebody campaigning for something and you see the potential in that person and you feel the person can do it, just get closer to the person and inform the person, oh, please, I want to help you. The habit of volunteering. The habit of sacrificing. So I will actually end here, and then I hope, and then I know that my seniors has a lot for us. I will share these little ones with you. And my dear sister, today you are on my eye. So thank you so much. And then thank you to Ken the Inspired Network for this wonderful program.
Thank you so much, Nafisatu Fonda Global. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her once again. If I say a round of applause for somebody and you don't, I'll bring the microphone, because that is where my power lies. I'll just bring the microphone to you so that you say something and we'll also clap for you. So once again, a round of applause to yourself for waiting throughout the session. Our next speaker leads over 1 million students, both in Ghana and abroad. I don't know the number now, but previously, about 2-3 years ago, the former ones were leading over 1 million students nationally and internationally. Once you're a Ghanaian, you're under him. Not under him as in, he is serving us. He's a distinguished legal practitioner, policy advocate, and emerging thoughts leader committed to justice, governance, and youth empowerment. Beyond his legal work, he is actively engaged in leadership and community development, having contributed to student leadership, youth development, platforms, and civic engagement programs where he mentors young professionals. He is respected for his articulacy, communications, and analytical skills, and dedication to excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, he has served 2 terms as the president of TEAM UPSA and is currently the president for the National Union of Ghana Students, NUCS. With a resounding applause. Wait. There is a mountain. What's the wait? There is a mountain to, I don't know. He's also pursuing an LLM in international business and commercial law at UPSA. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding applause, let's welcome Mr. or His Excellency Rashid Ibrahim Esquire.
Good day, distinguished invited guests and then fellow students. I don't know whether the level 100s here knows what NUCS is. Who knows what NUCS is? Who can tell me something about NUCS? Anyone? Okay, for a price. No, level 100 students. Who can tell me something about NUCS? For a price. No one?
Hey, please. Okay, because
are you in level 100?
I'll raise up
my
hand.
Are you level 100? What course are you? Law. So, are you doing law of contracts? So what is offer and acceptance? What is offer?
Offer is where offer is Indefinite, yeah, sorry. When someone wants to propose something to you and that he's awaiting for your acceptance.
What was held in the case of NTXC versus entry?
NTSC, I think it was about the sale of a house. And that, I think the case moved from the High Court, the Appeal Court, the Supreme Court, and that it was held that there was offer and acceptance.
Fisher and Bell.
Fisher and Bell, it was about advertisement, knife, and blah, yeah, I think,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great.
Okay, so what I know about NUCS is National Union of Ghana students, yeah. And so I think it's about students in Ghana from university, senior high school, junior high school that formed NUCS. That's what I know about. Yeah. Thank you.
Do you know of our population?
Pardon?
Do you know of our population, total population?
No, please.
Okay, who can tell me the total population of NUCS? No one. It means that the 1100 students, you people are not informed. Or, in case you have issue here about your school fees, whom are you going to reach out to? Because NUCS, more or less, we are more or less like a pressure group. So someone here, one of the SRC presidents reached out to me last year about how your fees are consistently been increasing every year. And he wanted NUCS voice also. So if you are here and you don't know about NUCS, if you have any challenge or issue, please don't call me. Okay, so as my brother Riley stated, NUCS is National Union of Ghana Students. We are the mother union of our Ghanaian students in Ghana. If you come to Ghana, we have the pre-tertiary education. The pre-tertiary is from KG to the senior high schools. These are the pre-tertiary. That is KG, primary school, junior high schools, and then the senior high schools. And if you look at the population of the pre-tertiary, they are about 9 million. If you add the tertiary, getting about also 1 million. And we have students also studying abroad. If you go to UK, we have NUCS UK there. All those places, we have oversight responsibilities over them. So NUCS in total, we have about 30 million Ghanaian students, both home and abroad. So you can imagine, you can see that is a big population. So you can't who says here, name bit mercy organ Hanabe. Oh, okay, that's great. So that's NUCS for you. And then my brother, you have your prize just after the program. Come for your prize, and I think that's fine. Today's program, Youth Impact Summit, theme: Ignite, Lead, Build, Empowering Youth for Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Leadership. Before I start with my speech, NUCS, we want to embark on a big entrepreneurship program for our Ghanaian youth. We want to train about 1,000 students, not graduates, students who are in entrepreneurship, students who are doing something, learning some craft on their own. We want to embark on some entrepreneurship, give them some training. Some of you do not need funding. You need coaching as to how to make money in the businesses that you are doing. So we will do that as the National Union of Ghana Students. We will do that to help all of you, those who are into beads making, sandals making, a lot. You can count all those things. So we are bringing a big entrepreneurship program for Ghanaian students. So make sure that you are a part of this program coming on board. So distinguished guests, respected organizers, fellow speakers, student leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good day to you all. It is an honor and a privilege to address you today at the Youth Impact Summit. I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the organizers for this invitation and for creating a platform that recognizes and amplifies the voice and potential of young people. Gatherings like this are not just events, they are catalysts for change, spaces where ideas are born and destinies are shaped. The theme before us, Ignite, Lead, Build, Empowering Youths for Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Leadership, speaks directly to the responsibility placed on our generation. It is a call not merely to exist, but to act, not merely to hope, but to create, and not merely to follow, but to lead. To ignite is to awaken purpose. Every great movement in history
began with a spark of courage, a spark of vision, a spark of refusal to accept the status quo. Within every young person lies untapped potential waiting to be activated. Igniting that potential requires daring to dream beyond present limitations. It requires believing that your background does not define your future and that your circumstances do not determine your capacity. We must ignite the confidence to innovate, the courage to take a risk, and the determination to pursue excellence even when resources are scarce. Too often, young people wait for perfect conditions, they begin. But progress does not wait for perfection. It responds to initiative. Ignition must naturally lead to leadership. Leadership is not conferred by title. It is demonstrated through responsibility. It is seen in the choices we make, the values we uphold, and the influence we wield. Our generation must redefine leadership through integrity, service, and vision. We live in a time where society yearns for authentic leadership. Leadership that listens that includes, reported leadership that builds rather than divides. As young leaders, we must rise above apathy and assume responsibility in our communities, institutions, and nations. Leadership is not about prominence. It is about impact. It is about leaving people and systems than we found them. Yet, vision and leadership alone are not enough. Our world today demands builders, young men and women who will construct systems that outlive them. Builders who understand that sustainability is not optional, but essential. Sustainability means creating ventures that are economically viable, socially responsible, and environmentally conscious. It means thinking beyond today and investing in tomorrow. Empowerment becomes the bridge that connects ignition, leadership, and building. Without empowerment, potentials remains dormant. Empowerment comes through education, skills development, mentorship, and access to opportunity. It also comes from collaboration. No generation rises in isolation. I repeat this. I think most of my speakers have spoken lengthy about this. No generation rises in isolation. When young people support one another, share knowledge, and create networks for growth, collective progress becomes inevitable. Let me repeat this. When young people support one another, share knowledge, and create networks of growth, collective progress becomes inevitable. As I stand before you today, my message is simple but urgent. The time for passive admiration is over. This is the era of active participation. The challenges confronting our society are unemployment, poverty, inequality, and these cannot be solved by governments alone. They require the creativity, energy, and innovation of empowered youth. Let this summit mark a turning point. Let it ignite ideas that will not fade, inspire leadership that will not compromise, and stimulate enterprises that will not collapse. Let it produce young leaders who will move from seeking opportunities to creating them. My last words to you. Remember that the future is not something we enter. It is something we build. Your voices matter. Your ideas matter. Your actions matter. Do not postpone your impact, waiting for permission from the world. The world will not give you permission. The power to ignite change, to lead transformation, and to build sustainable legacies already lies within you. Thank you very much for your attention, and may our collective efforts continue to empower youth and transform our society for generations to come. May God bless us all.
God bless you too. Thank you so much, His Excellency Rashid Ibrahim Esquire. One thing that has gotten into my head in the ending of his speech is do not postpone the impact. That is why we are here for the Youth Impact Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for him again. You see how the event is moving faster? When we are done and I want to connect with you and then you are in a hurry to go, you don't take the microphone, me and you, touch here, like that, you see. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is the main speaker of the event. It's a Ghanaian entrepreneur, youth activist, and politician, currently serving as the board chairman of the National Service Authority. He is a prominent figure in the National Democratic Congress as the chairman of the National Youth Working Committee, focused on empowering grassroots, which is the TEAM, Tertiary Education Institution Network, and promoting youth empowerment and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding applause, let's welcome Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Okai Minta. So sorry. Yes, say the ode ehina konsio no ono ano edai. Osambo ehina no. Enti se ma konsio na mabo ehina eka ejuma no ana mumpine me. Aha, san yakono. Okay. So our next speaker is a chartered industrial economics, chartered financial economics, certified management professional, 2016 Mandela Washington Fellow of the U.S. government, entrepreneur, founder, and CEO of Mamba Pagana Limited. Business interests, that's agribusiness, defense, security, cyber security, technology, energy, quality assurance, etc. And he's beautifully married to Madam Jacqueline Odro Techi with 2 kids. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clock it for this man as we welcome him as our next speaker. A round of applause for him.
Good afternoon. Of all my previous speakers, one who touched my heart was the one who spoke about social networking. And I tell you one thing, the people who succeed most are not the first-class students. If you like, do research in Ghana. Take the first top 10 businessmen and women. None is a first-class student. Go to the global level. The richest person in the world now is Elon Musk. Elon Musk at a point in time dropped out of school. Take Warren Buffett. Even the American president today is not the most learned. But they take social capital seriously. And I tell you, success is not what you know, it's about who knows you. Success is not about what you know. At times you can be the first-class student, but you not get a job. Somebody has second-class lower, he got a job. Social capital. In fact, the convener of this event, in the year 2021, he invited me to an event in Kaswa. That is how I got connected to Kenneth. At that event, there is a young guy who wants to do something. Then he invited me. Along the value chain, I needed somebody to do something for me, more like a PA. I had thousands of people across the country. I schooled in University of Ghana, and in fact, I was president of the Commonwealth. So I have a huge network. But the singular act of him convening that event in 2021, I fell on him. And with a round of applause, let's commend this guy. One other thing, the most people who succeed are those who build platform for networking. I will speak on entrepreneurship as part of your team. And when you are too focused on typical formal education, you make a living. But if you want to make a fortune, you need self-education. There are two different worlds when it comes to entrepreneurship and schooling. In school, when you score F, you have failed. In entrepreneurship, the more F you score, the closer your chance of succeeding. So that is why people who school most are not good in entrepreneurship. Because the moment you score F, society tells you you're a failure. But the people who succeed in businesses, in enterprises, are those who fail one, fail two, fail three, fail till they succeed. So school is not built for entrepreneurship. Take school as a passport. The fact that you have passport does not guarantee you entry to US. Fundamentally, we all need passport. But it is not everybody with passport can enter any other country. In some countries, you need a visa. Those visas can be taken, can be on arrival. In other countries, you don't need visa. You just need to take your passport and enter that country. But even with that, you need a hotel reservation and other things. So as most of you are seated here, everybody can be an entrepreneur. Let nobody deceive you. Nobody is born an entrepreneur. Necessity is the mother of invention. The more hungry you become, the more you discover your talents. So when you look at despite the great entrepreneurs in Ghana, they were not the best in school. In fact, when you look at despite, he can't even express himself fluently, but his many thoughts for him. True or false? So, if you really intend to be an entrepreneur, you are going to live in the school world of thought. In the first world of thought is the formal education. And society will hail you when you get a first class. But don't forget, our educational system is purely, fundamentally, practically chew and poor. So it is not those with first class who succeed in the real world. I'm giving you a case study, and I want the SRC leadership here to do a case study on the trajectory of this school from day one up to now. Those who are succeeding in the real world, whether it is business, politics, religion, check the background of those who are succeeding and are alumni of this school. 80% of them were not good in class. This is a fact. And I want the SRC leadership, take up this challenge, do the research. That is to tell you that when your colleagues think that some of these gatherings do not matter, they matter. In entrepreneurship, one thing must be key: thinking. This morning, my wife sent me a video, and that video was very instructive. It said that when you stop thinking, you start thinking. The moment you stop to think, you will start to stink. So the first criterion you need, if you really intend to succeed in business, is the thinking. And this, our society, Ghana, is not built for business people. Not. Whether you're a bead maker, whether you want to go into technology, defense, security, manufacturing, education, aviation, it's not built for you. Fundamentally, when you complete school, after your national service, and you really want to take to the street, your parents will not agree. Your parents will want you to work at the Bank of Ghana, SNIT, Temor Refinery, Ghana Gas, etc. But let me assure you, those who take the bull by the horn, move to the streets, hustle, 10 years later, it becomes reverse psychology. And once you want to be on the streets, there are two things you need. You need to be a risk taker, but a calculated risk, of course. Don't behave like a lotto agent. As an entrepreneur, you must learn to take risk. This is fundamental. Nobody will hand you over success. Nobody does that. 2, you must learn to create value. You must learn to create value. There is a young guy in Ghana called Wudimaya. Have you heard of him? You know Wudimaya? Thank you. Years ago, Wudimaya started a social media content creation, advert, running around. He was in China. He came to Ghana to start the idea. People thought it was a stupid thing to do. His own family members thought there was no real sense in it. He had to return to China and build his social media platform. Today, Wudimaya averagely every month earns $100,000. I said how much? That is a minimum. That is the minimum he earns through content creation. So let's take an exchange rate of $1 to 11 cedi. That's minimum. So when you multiply 11 by 100,000 Ghana cedi, you are talking about 1.1 million new Ghana cedi. All cities is 11 billion. Look, how many bankers, bank managers in Ghana earn 1.1 million a month? If you are not going to steal, how many politicians, if not stealing, earn 1.1 million a month? That is not it alone. This current government, knowing the impact he was creating, granted Wudimaya a diplomatic passport. Do you know diplomatic passport? Do you know what it does? So, in a country like Ghana, we have 3 types of passports. We have the ordinary passport, service passport, diplomatic passport. The ordinary passport are what me and you will hold. The G-code, the type. Everybody has it. The service passport is mostly for some government appointee, government spokesperson, blah, blah, blah. Diplomatic passports are held by people in prestige of the country. Mostly president, ministers, MPs, etc. These governments saw the value and the sense in the content creation. Nominated 5 people in Ghana to be diplomatic passport holders. And guess what? Wudimaya became one of them. Today, Wudimaya has access to any country of his choice because of value creation. Today, Wudimaya interview president, ministers, prime ministers, etc. So if you really want to go into entrepreneurship, you must learn to create value. Number 2, number 3, you must learn never to give up. Because remember, you don't learn to ride a bicycle by reading the manual of the bicycle. Nobody goes out to buy a bicycle, get a manual. And once you get a manual, you say, I will know how to ride this bicycle just by sitting in my room and reciting the manual of the bicycle. That is no. And in entrepreneurship, you will never succeed once. And look, if you get the opportunity, get to meet people like Ibrahim Mahama, Zoom Lion, Pakwa Sindum, etc. Look, they have failed more than they have succeeded. Let no one make a mistake. You will fail more than you succeed. And look, anytime you see a successful man in business, he has wept many times at dawn. There are times you wake up, you have no money, you still have to grind. There are times people intentionally turn you down, you still have to grind. There are times the customers you want to serve will turn you down, you still have to grind. So if you really want to be impactful in society and focus on entrepreneurship, One of the things is that never give up. And look, let me give you people here another case study. Take all the multinational companies. I'll give you one. How many of you today are using Samsung phones? How many of you are using Samsung? One? Oh, so many of you. And I tell you the history behind Samsung. The actual business owner of Samsung was a commodity trader. In fact, he didn't start Samsung as the way you see. No. He used to sell patterns. He would buy cloth and he would sell them. So in most of the times, in entrepreneurship, whatever your hands lay on, there is one thing, just do it. Another thing, point 4, money stops nonsense. This is a fact. I said what? Money stops nonsense. At the back of your mind, take it, leave it. Money is good. Let nobody deceive you. It will only take a money for you as a man to be handsome. If you are a man and you are ugly and you want to be handsome, make money. So at every business occasion, they will introduce you with some level of handsomeness. If you are a man and you are ugly and you want the prettiest wife, make money. Women fundamentally don't need to make money like men. For men, we have to make money. Because you see, a certain pretty woman out there can become a bait for a rich man. And this is biblical. From the days of David, etc. And I take you to Bible. There was this army officer named Uriah. Uriah had a wife called Bathsheba. David one day, taking a shower on top of a story building, saw a pretty beautiful lady. Don't forget, at that time, David already had other pretty women. David, whether it was lust or what, saw Bathsheba and said, I must have this man. So you see, we the men, come what may, true fair means make money. I repeat, we men, for the women, we can pardon them because in our culture, it takes men to marry women. It is in few occasions women can approach men. So in entrepreneurship, make sure if you don't have anything, have a startup capital. It is true, NUS intend to roll up a national entrepreneurship program. This is commendable. Because you see, where we are as a country, where we are, we need more talk on entrepreneurship. This is very, very fundamental. I have been in the entrepreneurship space since 2013. And I want to tell you, no government can solve the problem of unemployment. No government. No government. No. Don't let anybody deceive you. However, what the government can do is to create an enabling environment so that young people can take risks and take opportunities. Because you see, it is not the business of government to do business. Anytime government wants to do business, it leads to corruption. But what government must do, what the system must do, is like what my brother, the new president, intends to roll out. You create the enabling environment, the support system. Let me take you to China. And those of you reading international business, whatever, China is a command-led economy. What it means is that 90% of the productive sector is controlled by the government. However, today, if you want the country with the highest number of businessmen and women, it is China. Why so? Why so? Because the government realized that the government alone cannot solve the problem of youth unemployment. When you cast your eyes around, some of your seniors who completed last year, 2 years, 3 years, they are still seated in the house. True or false? So I'm telling you, if anybody comes to tell you that any government, even from Nkrumah time, Liman, Kutu Echampon, President Kufuor, late Atamos and Rawlings, His Excellency Kufuor, His Excellency Mahama, none of them can solve the problem of youth unemployment. However, what those governments can do differently is to create an enabling environment. So the government can say, okay, I have from Kokon Kete, I have NIP, I have that. You, the young people, you take advantage of that opportunity. And I tell you one thing, my 5th point, the most powerful weapon in the world today is the social media. That is the most powerful weapon. We meet all the time. At times somebody can say, but I met you yesterday where? Facebook. It's a community on its own. You must find a way to monetize social media. Social media must not be an avenue to waste your money on data buying. Find a way to monetize social media. A lot of people in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi are seated in their homes and they are trading in clothes. They are selling items. At times, all you need is your phone and data. That is all you need. Point 6, don't think to start too big. Anything that starts too big collapses too quick. Anything that starts too big collapses so quick. I give you a practical example. The only thing that succeeds from the up to the down is digging a graveyard. Apart from graveyard, anything must start from the bottom. So if you really want to succeed, learn to start small. And once you start small, you perfect your system. You perfect your system. Take somebody like Dangote. Dangote, I will agree. Are there business and entrepreneurial students in this class? Are there some here? Those doing business and are they here? Do you have a course in entrepreneurship in this university? You have. Or you don't? Look, is the SRC here? I'm giving you a task. After today, write a petition to your dean. Tell your dean that from next academic year going, they should introduce a course in entrepreneurship here in this university. Because look, most of the social science courses, they are irrelevant. That is a fact. I'm speaking my mind. The reason is very simple. The reason is that you are doing sociology, psychology, enough of that. Because you see, sociology, psychology, all the logic, they have produced products of pen pushers. They are looking for jobs they are not getting. We must think other way. So as SRC leadership, take it up. Write a simple petition, recommend to them. Tell them that the university management should introduce a course in entrepreneurship here. Because you see, whatever you read, you become. So that is why when you read nursing, you become a what? A nurse. When you read pharmacy, you become a what? A pharmacist. When you read medicine, you become a medical doctor. So therefore, when you read entrepreneurship, the propensity of becoming an entrepreneur is very high. Because you see, a 4-year course in entrepreneurship will show you the roadmap. It will tell you the road from Cape Coast to Accra, the number of stoppages, speed ramps, traffic, filling stations on the road. Entrepreneurship will retune your mind. I got interest in entrepreneurship just after university, 2-year course in entrepreneurship, and it opened my mind. So, if the university can introduce this as a 4-year course, I can bet my life on. The alumni of that course, 10 years later, about 50% will be a businessmen and women. Because you are learning the real word in the classroom. So if the nursing student is becoming a nurse, pharmacy become pharmacist, medicine become a medical doctor, you can therefore predict that when I read entrepreneurship, I'll begin to have the appetite for that course. Then you will know that you need to take risk, you need to create value, you need to make money, because money is king and queen. Point 7, the customer is the king and the queen. Look, if you want to do a real business, the customer is always right. The customer is always right. In this room, you are my customers. In this room, you are my customers. So if you want to really succeed in business, your first customers are your friends. I take you to Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg and those guys. All the popular social media handle you find on earth, the first time users were their friends. So as student of CAF, if you want to be a real businessman, how can your colleagues patronize your products? The last of it all, and I take a seat. In the next 10 years, you are going to be whom you are, but you are going to be different by the books you read. If you want to be a great business person, read. I'm a regular follower of Elon Musk. And Elon Musk will tell you, he has never done a course in aviation. Not aerospace, nothing. He reads. And the more books you read, the more success that is closer to you. One of the leaders in Ghana I love so much is late President Kwame Nkrumah. And Nkrumah was a voracious reader. That is why Kwame Nkrumah was 100 years away from his contemporary. When Nkrumah was doing Akosombo Dam, many never understood it. When Nkrumah was controlling Tamamoto Way, many never got it. Because Nkrumah was a reader. Nkrumah could read and read into the future. So if any of you here want to succeed past your generation, take reading. For the university degree, don't forget one thing. University degrees are awarded. They are not earned. Do you know that? Do you know that? So the university management can sit down and say that you don't know how to dress. You are first, I'll give you second class lower. A lot of my friends in the University of Ghana, right, they got pass during our time, but they were so dedicated to sporting activity. The vice chancellor at that time during our time was called Professor CMB Tego. He made sure most of the sports guys got first class. So university certificates are awarded. But there is something that is not awarded, that is success. Nobody awards success. You have to fight for it. Look, 65 years ago in Ghana, population was less than 6 million. Now, estimately, Ghana, we are hitting about 40 million people. So, the opportunity 6 million people fought for 65 years ago, 40 million people are grappling for it. You need to fight for your destiny. The last of it when I take my seat. You can be born in a slum, but never let the slum born in you. You can be born in a slum. You can come from the wretched, the poorest village. Never let those things deter you. And today, I'm giving you a case study. The richest people you see in Ghana today, go look at their background. 90% of them came from poor background. So never let your background deter you. Look back and say, in the next 10 years, I want to own limousine, and you own it. So never let your background deter you. I think by the fact of the founder of this university, most of you are coming from Western, North, true or false? Is that true? When you have opportunity, sit down with your, what's the name? Big Edu. To tell you how he made it. So never let your background be an impediment. But look, you see, let your background inspire you to greater heights. Let, because of you, people in your community say, me, one day I will succeed. And when you do that, you then become more impactful in your society. Impact is not a miracle. It is the action we take. One of the first speakers said that, Ken made a very profound statement that if we do not apply ourselves to our ideas, they remain ideas. Whatever you want to achieve in business and entrepreneurship, Nike, they have a motto, just do it. And importantly, learn how to sell. And once you learn how to sell and begin to see cash, don't forget I said money stops nonsense. I leave you with a jargon before you go home. Money is on the street, they are not in books. Money is what? It's on the street, they are not in books. You see, the books will give you the terminologies. But the real richest guys are those in Cantamanto. Go to Agogoloshi market. Those women over there, they are rich. When we complete school and we are out of the university, we tend to place ourselves above certain menial jobs. And we think that those jobs, they don't matter. But let me tell you, money is on the streets. They are not in books. The books will give you the roadmap. But if you really want to make money, you must learn to be on the street to do the 3D. Difficult, dirty, dangerous. If you really want to make real money, you must apply yourself to the 3Ds in business. You must learn to do the difficult. So you see, somebody saw cocoa on the streets and became Cocoa King. There was a guy, a friend of ours, he started A Bread. You know that bread? You know how much he sold that company? He sold the company for 5 million Ghana cedi. How much? $5 million, not Ghana cedi, dollars. That guy is an alumnus of KNUST. He started the A1 bread in Kumasi. He built the company up, and today, a Chinese company came to Ghana and bought the A1 bread company for $5 million US. So you see, in entrepreneurship, carry this along that I said money is on the street, they are not in books. If you want to make real money, learn to be on the street, but in a positive way. And if you're on the street, learn to do the 3D, the difficult, the dangerous, and the dirty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much. I am enthused. I don't know about you. I don't know whether you got the message. I don't know whether you need clarity. But on this note, get ready for some questioning for our speakers, if you have any question for our speakers. And I also give opportunities for students who are interested in entrepreneurship. If you are doing something, anything in entrepreneurship, I'll give you the opportunity to come and pitch yourself for your colleagues or for our speakers who are seated here. Meanwhile, help me acknowledge these important people who have made this program a success. XRC executives for CAF University want to say thank you so much for helping Ken Inspire Initiative to put this together. And also the nursing and midwifery executives, the national president, and the CAF law students. Thank you so much for making this event come through for us. And if you want a certificate, please contact these numbers. The first number is Prosper Norsa President, 059-3579-707, 059-3579-707, and also Atafosu on 059-506-8708, 059-506-8708. So please, if you have any questions for our speakers, kindly come forward, or where you are, I'll just give you the microphone to ask some questions. Meanwhile, put your thoughts together. If you're into business or any entrepreneurship, I'll give you the opportunity to pitch yourself. No question? With all said? Okay.
Okay. So, my name is Dansu Emmanuel, and I'll take this opportunity to thank our speakers for such a talk given to us. My question is it good to fail? Is it good to fail?
Is it good to
fail?
Who do you want to answer the question? Okay.
We all don't plan to fail. Like, if you get my question, we all don't plan to fail, but is it good to fail?
Thank you. In my earlier submission, I intimated that in the real world, school doesn't want you to fail. Here, once you make 1F, 2F, 3F, they will send you home, true or false. And I said that we are living in a two opposite world. In entrepreneurship, you must be ready to fail. Because it is in your failure you perfect your product and your service. And in every business, the first customer who rejects your product or service is your God. Because that customer gives you feedback. Failure is simply part of the success equation. But in the educational system like here, you are not to fail. When you fail, you go home. When you fail, your girlfriend will desert you. This is a fact. I'm being real, being pragmatic. However, when you go to the real business world, you have to fail. When you talk to Ibrahim Muhammad, Despite, and the rest, the most successful businessmen and women in Ghana, they will tell you that their next best success came from their worst failure. Let me give you an example. In 2015-16, Ibrahim Muhammad wanted in a Hini bauxite. He lost it in 2017. Years later, now he's managed one of the biggest gold deposits in Ghana, the Volta Basin, the Zuma resource. So you see, he failed 9 years ago. 10 years later, the failure has led to greater things. So in school, don't fail in school. Here, don't fail. When you fail, you go home. I'm being pragmatic, practical, and realist. CAF, don't fail. Business, learn to fail. So if any of you here after school want to go to business, remember this advice that I said, in business, be prepared to fail. At times, a failure will redirect you. For you to know that this is not where I should be. So in this school, CAF students, whether you are in the first year, second year, your masters, don't fail. Don't go and tell your colleague said, I said you should fail here. No. Here in school, here, CAF, learn not to what? Fail. When you go to the world of business, be ready 100% to fail. And let me tell you, you must learn to fail in business to the point that when they tell you are failing, you say it's normal. You know you are failing. Have you seen this bulb? Do you like it? Are you enjoying it? Have you done a research on how many times it failed? You don't know. 999. He failed. That is business. Imagine this guy failed 999 in class. How many times will he be repeated? So as a CAF student, in summary, learn never to fail in school. This is what society wants. Pass and get your lower, upper, first class and go. But the moment you step out of here and you want to go into business, failure is something you must embrace.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My question has to do with intimidation by superior leaders. I want to ask the new president that what should we do if we are being intimidated by superiors? Thank you. As student leaders, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think if you are intimidated by student leaders, I think you are a law student. So if you come to the university, we have structures. You have your dean of students. He is in charge of all the students on campus. If you feel intimidated by either your SRC executives or maybe your class reps, mostly or sometimes you must, if it is the class reps, reach out to your SRC executives to see how you can resolve it amicably. If it doesn't work, then you proceed to the dean of students. But I do not know the kind of intimidation that you're talking about, whether in terms of a relationship matter or something. We have something called indecent assault, right? There are certain things that you don't do in relationship. Or maybe if you are not permitted, the person does not permit you, you don't go ahead and do it. those things, if you commit an offense that is grievous enough, that is against our Criminal Offences Act, the person can just take you on without informing the student leaders or maybe the university executives. Maybe committing a murder, raping someone, maybe a teacher trying to force you to do something against your will. That can be termed as an assault, maybe indecent assault. That is a criminal offense. And apart from going through your university authorities' report, it also has some jurisdiction. Our courts have jurisdiction to see to that effect. So if you feel intimidated by SRC executives, not an offense grievous enough to warrant maybe criminal prosecution, it's good you reach out to your dean of students. If it is beyond your dean of students, you have your university authorities to get it resolved. But please don't feel intimidated. Sometimes you can resolve issues amicably. You have friends here that can help you resolve. I think my SRC General Secretary is here. I think she would help you do a lot of things. So that is how you must approach it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Two more.
Okay, thank you so much. My question is, as a youth who is coming up and you fail, maybe you are starting a business and all of a sudden it collapses, you lost everything. What should you do? And it goes straight to Mr. Techi. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll tell you one thing that has helped me is the network I had. Me, if you take my phone, I have thousands of numbers. Beyond my phone, any person's number I have outside the phone, I save it on Google app, I write it in a book. So there will come to a point that you come to ground zero. Zero that, look, there is no hope. Everybody's life journey is individual and personal. What might have helped me to succeed may never help you to succeed. So when I'm mostly sharing life story, I try to be careful. Because what helped Despite to succeed, if they ask you to sell cassette, you will not sell. True or false? This is a fact. When you hear the story, Despite say, oh, he used to sell cassette, he used to promote that, blah, blah, blah. Imagine you finishing university, they say, go and gather baller, refuse them. Will you do that? Zoom Lion woke up when they had an idea. And guess what? He discussed the idea with the wife. The wife was like, no, this doesn't make sense. Don't forget, at that time, Zoom Lion used to operate a printing press. So the wife thought that a printing press business is more lucrative than moving around and mobilizing baller. It doesn't make sense. Today, if you are counting the 3 top richest persons in Ghana who have employed more people, you can never leave out Zoom Lion. So, the journey to business failure coming back is personal. In my case, what really helped me is the woman I married. So this is what I did. In her master's, I made my wife to read the course in entrepreneurship. Because me, I'm a street guy. And I understand to be on the streets. You rise, you fall, you rise, you fall. So those of you here, I'm not telling you go and marry. But if you're going to have a girlfriend, the girlfriend should believe in your vision. Your fiancé should be the type that, look, when the whole world disowns you, she must come to your rescue. So yes, you can fail up to ground zero. But what can help you to bounce back is the network you have. There are times I need about 100,000 Ghana not through the bank. I make 1-2 phone call and I pick it on the street. Social capital. I call it, Charlie, can I get $10,000 tomorrow morning? He said, no, come this evening, pick it because I'm traveling tomorrow. So the guy who asked the question, accept to fail, but keep record of your network. Make proper friendship. Some friendship are baller. Within your friendship network, categorize them. Red, gold, green. No, the traffic light is not only for cars. It's also for human relationship. Some of your friends should be red. Some should be yellow. Some should be green. Learn to build a platinum relationship. I have friends in Ghana today. If I need $200,000 for business deal, I don't need a bank business plan. I call them on phone. The next day I'm in front of their house and I pick it. I don't even enter the house. And I tell them you are getting it next month, 15th. 15th you get your money. Thank you.
One last person.
So I'm Kojo Fosu and I would like to ask 2 questions. So my very first question is, for a young entrepreneur with high passion but zero capital, what is the one non-monetary asset we should focus on building first? And my very last question also has to be beyond financial profit. What metrics should we be using to prove our impact is actually sustainable and not just a short-term fix? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Who do you want to answer the question for you?
Mr. Techi, of course.
Okay.
Okay, do you see why SRC, I think you guys should push for entrepreneurship to be introduced here in this university? The most valuable asset you need is your character. Integrity, that is all. Let your yes be your yes, your no be your no. Okay? Once you have that asset, it will bring you more than anything else. And what is the second question? Right. It's okay. It's about serving more people. I said in my earlier submission that many stop nonsense. This is a fact. That is why in the church today, Jesus Christ never slept in the home of the poor. Go and read the Bible. Zacchaeus climbed a tree. He was a rich man. All the people Jesus Christ slept in their home, they were never poor, but Jesus came for the poor. Do you know that Jesus had a sponsor? Do you know that the cloth Jesus Christ used to wear those days, it was a special design? Go and read about it. So Jesus never was poor. He was rich even by the cloth he was wearing. If Jesus Christ were to be alive today, he would have been wearing design DG. So the point I'm making is this. It's good to make money. But at a certain point, you must think of impact. That is why this team is timely. So learn to serve more people. Because you see, the more people you serve, the more profit you can make, and the more wealth you can build. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for the opportunity. I'm privileged to be the only lady to ask a question. Yes, so my question is to Fonda. Please, I stand to be corrected. Yes, so as leaders, I would want to know what other ways can we use to support and amplify women leadership? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Secretary. So if I get your question clearly, you are a leader yourself, right? And then our little ones are in currently, as in our level 100s. So majority of the things as a woman, what you have to help your younger ones is getting them closer to you as a person. So not always necessarily organizing programs for them to come in and then speak to them. One way is you can just dedicate yourself as an individual, as an SLC executive, even sometimes visit them in their hostels, get closer to them, be speaking to them, and then them also getting the opportunity to express whatever is happening to them to you. Even you can have in a week a day in your office dedicated as a woman, welcoming your student to come closer to you and be speaking to you, and even to know you as a person. I know somebody will come to school and will not know any SRC executive before leaving. So women, when we see our fellow women leading, let's try. And my young cousin, na nipa ne deɛ ɔbaa deɛ yɛbɛn yɛn ho a yɛkyerɛ yɛn ho ne adeɛ. No, get closer as a person, and then get to know who the person is. Whatever is happening, we can't share it with the men than sharing with our fellow women, because we understand ourselves. So this is what I would like to inform you about what you asked. I hope you're okay. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Amwako Isaac, Teacher Amwako. I'm the CEO for Teacher Amwako Foundation. And my question is, this goes to Mr. Techi. He said we should read. And I want to know, how are we going to motivate our people to read? Because we are into or advocating for people to read. It is very difficult to convince someone to go and pick a book and read. So I believe he is an avid reader. So how are we going to motivate our people out there to read? And two, this one goes to Mr. Rashid. I want to know the available resources for we, the groups who are advocating for reading, that is available for us to take it and then go out there to make sure people take their reading serious.
Reading. Look, you cannot wake up the one who is asleep. When people are asleep, they are asleep. Okay? So it takes us to Bible. Catch them young, and they shall be yours forever. Not in the sense you are thinking. When you take Bible, do you know that Bible is not one book? You know that? Okay. Bible is made up of 66 different books. We are not reading. In fact, the best book ever written, my apology to the Muslims here. I'm sorry to say this. I'm a Christian and advocate for my faith. The best book ever written in the world is the Bible. One book, 66 books. But we will not read. There are Christians here, they don't know where even Levitical Deuteronomy is. They don't. But if you ask them to do other things, they know more. So if you want to promote the culture of reading, start from the basic school. When you come to my home, I have 2 boys. I don't care about the result they get from school. Me, I've been telling the mother, me, whether you are first or second, me, I don't care. What I care is that every night they must read. That is the principle in my home. Me, oya me ba udi first and family home, oya and family home. Obia wone aiki when ya me dia mano. But the principle in my home is every night my 2 boys will read to me. So books like Think and Grow Rich, how to influence people, how Singapore moved from third world, they are just reading. They don't know but they are reading. Do you know the implication? They'll begin to have sharper mind one day. So one day you'll be a first class student, but they can think deeper than you. But not many people understand this principle. Most people want their sons and daughters to be first in class. Me, I don't care that thing. Because a man for be first out if you're juma. People have the first class, they are still home. The second class lower are making it in life. Go check. The difference could be reading. So, to promote the culture of reading, start from the basic level. If are you in this school? What's your level? 200. Don't start from your year mate, they will not read. When the first year student come, form a reading debate club. And I tell you, if you do that, you can capture the minds of the future leaders of this school. That is what you must do. For your young mate, 300 from the lead them, they are spoiled already, they will not read. They will not read, I'm telling you. True or false? True or false? Thank you. So start from first year students, build them up. You can even form a reading club here. And I tell you, you see the impact it will make.
Okay, if I heard you right, you said there are resources, right, to help, to aid in your reading. Okay, when it comes to that, there's no dedicated funding for that. But I was recently reached out by a South African firm who want to print some books for Ghanaian students. And apart from that, we have TETEL. You know TETEL? TETEL is also an NGO, I think a UK NGO that are based in education. They are also printing some books for us as well. And I want to add about how to develop the mindset of reading. It all depends on you, what you want in life, right? If you want to be a nurse, what books do you read to become a good nurse? It's all about your passion. If you want to be a lawyer, what are the books that you must read? I'm a lawyer, but it's not always law books that I read because I'm also in leadership positions. I must get books that also can transform my leadership skills or leadership experience, right? So tune your mind to your priorities, what you want to achieve in life, and then just get those books and start reading. But when it comes to the funding, there's no dedicated funding to aid those that you want to read. But the South African firm that reached out to us that they want to print some books, I think it's a new curriculum they are bringing on board. We would need some volunteers. And the volunteers, we are not going to leave them like that. At least we will provide a venue where they will go to the schools to preach to them. They need to read the benefits of reading and other stuff. So there's no dedicated source of funding, but you must tune your mind to what you want to achieve in life and start reading on those topics. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for us speakers and all who ask questions. And so please kindly listen to this announcement for me. If you know you are a volunteer or you want to be nurtured by Ken Inspired Network, or you are interested to be nurtured to become who you want to be, kindly see Mr. Bismarck J. Safo, Prosper Chemantain, Atafosu Samuel, and Enoch Azazi. Thank you so much. And so on this note, let me invite Mr. Isaac Batoon. He is a member of ICT Innovation and Communication Committee of the 2024 NDC Manifesto. He has also worked with a telecommunication company as a cybersecurity and control specialist. Applause for him.
And thank you very much. Good afternoon. Right, so first and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers very well for such a wonderful program. My boss, Honorable Bernardo Chichi, has been a very, very great inspiration to my life. We're colleagues at the University of Ghana, and anytime I get to hear him speak at a function, I wish to be present to listen to him because sometimes getting to him is quite difficult. And I would also like to say a big congratulations to our current president for NUCS, I mean, he has started well, and I believe that he is going to do more for the students' leadership within the country. As a cybersecurity advocate, for me, the letter I like to leave at this program is we always have to be cyber secure. In everything we do, we should just ensure that we have security at the back of our minds. I believe that most of you have heard a lot of incidents that is going on within the country. And if we are not cyber conscious, okay, we are going to leave some footprints in our life that tomorrow we might be affected. So I'd like to once again thank you, Mr. Ken. Thank you very much for organizing this program. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for this awareness. I'm giving 5 people the opportunity to pitch their business if they are student entrepreneur or they have any entrepreneurial idea. Just 5 people. You better own out before you tell me, please again. Just 5 people. Okay, so we have one of our speakers. Thank you so much. I need 4 more people. 4 more people. We can't do anything about entrepreneurship without giving any people the opportunity to pitch a business. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 0. So in the whole of NASA CAF University, we don't have student entrepreneurs around. I'm done. I said, I counted, I'm done. No, you were here. No, you were here. Who else? Another 3 people. Okay, so I'm done. So kindly pitch yourself, please.
Okay, I'm Nafisa Tufonda. I run a juice house named Juice House by AJ. We are into local juices, being it Sobolo, pineapple juice, wherever you find yourself. We do nationwide delivery. So if you are here at CAF, I'll leave my number, 0242 31 32 65, and then I'll deliver it to you. Thank you. 0242 31 32 65. Please, that number is basically for business. So when you're contacting me on, just come and buy some of my juice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam MC. So I'm also a Japan Gideon, a civil engineering student, level 200. I'm into fashion, so especially with the guys, anything at all, you can DM me. And my number too is same as, it's on WhatsApp too as well, which is 0556 30 5626. And if you want to see me, I'm always available on campus. Your Deputy General Secretary for SLC. Thank you.
At this juncture, if you want to pitch yourself, you have to pay me. Because when I was calling you guys to come out and pitch, I don't know why you didn't want to come. But I'm giving 2 more opportunities. So if you want to pitch yourself, kindly come out and pitch.
Okay, so thank you. And please,
Hello? Hello? Please, our brother wants to pitch his business.
with the beautiful flyers around, the guest flyers, the Repping Live flyers, and everything flyer concerning this program, it was being designed by myself. So I think if you want any flyer for your business, flyer for anything, you can contact me for one, so that I can get something small. And there's a friend business to Panel Integrated Solutions. Yes, he's also into design, embroidery, yeah, design, yeah, all that. And so if you also want to do embroidery, you can contact me and I'll give his contact to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Doreen AJ, a level 300 accounting student, and I sell perfumes, body splashes, oil perfume, and yeah, that's all. So if you need anything, you can go to the SSU office and they can give you details about me. Thank you.
No, we won't go to the SRC office to get details. You are a business, you are pitching. Tell us about yourself. We should waste time and not go to the SRC about you. Tell us what you do, what you sell, and the number, how we can reach you.
Okay, so my number is 05505 64962. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for everybody. Hello. No meetings under meetings. I'm the only person with the microphone. If you want the microphone, I can give it to you for you to also share your thoughts with us. I will be much privileged to hear from you. If not, I'll come there with the microphone. The gentleman at the back with the lady. Abrantie, you can't be smacking the lady at my events. With the microphone, but you tell us what she has saying. Yes, I need to hear. Tell us what you were telling her. She was smiling. Okay, so that was just by the way. Anyway, let me introduce myself again. My name is Amina Abisibanan. I am a corporate and official MC for events. So whenever you have official corporate MC duties, kindly contact me with cash. Thank you. A round of applause for me. Okay, so on this note, don't forget that your snacks are ready for all participants who are here. And also, please, you want to acknowledge Ebonoa. Ebonoa, please give us a wave. Please, don't forget to take your visa if you really want to see our Father in heaven. And also, Honorable... Hello. Okay, so Honorable Osman couldn't come. May I have your attention, please? Honorable Osman was supposed to be part of our speakers, but he couldn't come. But he has supported this event with 5,000 Ghana cedis. Please, a round of applause. And on this note, I want to again invite Ken Inspired Network to say a word or two for a summary for this event before we run out for the next.
Good afternoon once again. Madam Eti, thank you very much for the opportunity. Fellow young leaders, today has been a successful day, and I'm sure your coming here has been a successful one. True of us. My intention is to empower and build young people who aspire to be national leaders in future. Today, we see ourselves as young leaders and students. But always, what I used to say is that everything happens for a reason. Today, I'm sure you are being inspired by the words from our speakers, right? And I can see that you have gained some kind of spirit that, no, I was doing this thing wrong, and this is the time that I should do better. My aim, as I said, is to empower future young leaders. And we started, I think, 3 years now. Sometimes we do visit Parliament to also see how the proceedings of the House is being done. Sometimes too, when there are programs concerning youth leadership, I have my guys here who I send them the link to register so that we can all get inspired, because we are the future leaders of the country and the time is now. I won't say much because we are run of time. As the MC said, we are empowering and nurturing volunteers. The names which were being mentioned, please kindly see them so that you'll be part of the volunteers, and at the end of the day, you can also become a strong leader in the country. As my boss said, Honorable Bernard Odu Tachi, in fact, he's been my inspiration, as Mr. Isaac Batum said, and through him, I've been able to meet people that I never thought of meeting.
this occasion that you have come, make sure you build network, because it has really helped me. And as student leaders, we can all attest to the fact that when you connect very well, the future effect will be a great one. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you all. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. On behalf of NASA, I want to invite Tima Dankwa, the chairperson, Event and Planning Committee for PUSAG, Ms. Eban Ghana, to also give us the vote of thanks. Please, a round of applause for this beautiful lady.
Hi. Such beautiful audience. The human voice, it is an instrument we all play. The most powerful sound in the world. Probably the only one to start a war or to say I love you. Today we have heard many voices. My question is, which are you taking home? I came quite late, but there was this speaker that got me thinking. Me, I love money. If you know me, you know I love money. He says, you are what you read. That was a very powerful message. He added to it that success is not about who you know. It is about who knows you. Look, me, I know a couple of people here. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that they do not know me. So today, I have grabbed this opportunity and I would approach them by the grace of God, and I hope it goes well. Now, to the brain behind this program, Mr. Ken, we say that we appreciate you, we are very grateful, and God richly bless you. To our speakers, we are more than privileged to have you here, especially the NUC's president and his chief of staff. We meet again. My lady, look, among all the speakers, she was a lady I heard speak so well, and I must say that I'm very, very happy to be hearing from you today. And to my other speakers, I was not able to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you pass on the message to me. To God Almighty and to my audience, I am very happy and we are privileged to have you. Years back, a man slept and had a vision to build a school. And for that reason, you and I meet here today. The founder of this school, we see that God richly bless you, and we hope that you keep favoring us as you used to. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Tima Dankwa, and I appreciate everybody's presence here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Tima Dankwa. We have some citation to be presented to some few persons. And so on this note, I'd like to invite Ken Inspire Network to take over with a citation presentation. We are waiting for the citation, please. Shall we have the SRC Women's Commissioner here? Her secretary. SRC General Secretary. Okay, so you are going to give the citation. Kindly stand here for me. In recognition of her valuable contribution as a speaker at this very youth empowerment program themed Ignite, Lead, Build, Empowering Youth for Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Leadership, for her insightful presentation, inspiring leadership and commitment to youth development, have significantly impacted the minds and aspirations of young people gathered at CAF University. Her experience, her wisdom, and dedication have helped ignite purpose, strengthen leadership capacity, and promote sustainable entrepreneurship among the next generation of change makers. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Inspire Network deeply appreciates her time, expertise, and unwavering support towards empowering the youth for national development. We celebrate her influence and honor her contributions. So on this note, let's invite Ms. Nafisa Tufonda to take a citation. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause to her. Thank you so much, Ms. Nafisa Tufonda, for making it to the event and pouring on us your wisdom and your knowledge. We'll take it into consideration, especially with the women, to be bold and courageous. And next on the line, I want to invite Yvette to help me give the citation to our next speaker. Yvette. Shall we have the SRC General Secretary to also continue with the citation, please? The NUSA President, shall we have you here? Okay, so on this note, let me invite His Excellency Rashid Ibrahim Esquire to take this presentation. Your Excellency, we know how hectic your job is. We know how dutiful it is. We say thank you for leaving everything behind to come forward to help us ignite, lead, and build people of Nosa CAF University. Thank you so much for being here. Shall I have the next president here? The news president himself, His Excellency Rashid Ibrahim, to do this presentation in honor of Mr. Bernard Odo Techi. Mr. Bernard, we say thank you. We are ignited. We will be the entrepreneurs we want to be and we'll make you proud. Thank you so much for making time to the event. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause to all persons who are giving the honors. And also, let me invite the NOSA president. Where is he? NISA National. Hey, Presto, please a round of applause to her. I've called her Sam, my friend. Presto. So on this note, this award is being given to me as one of the best MCs in the whole wide world. And so on this note, let me give it to her and hear what she has for me.
All right. Thank you so much. You've really worked hard. Thank you once again. She get wet when she see that gun from your waist. No time waste, like you said, but me start run the race. Bad man nature. She not a shrinking stop. Bad man she love danger. Bad man nature. She not a streaking.
Hello. Hello. We're almost done though. Do you want us to close? Or you want more? Let me invite Mr. Samuel Batun to do this presentation in honor of Mr. Okai Minta, Board Chairman, National Service Authority. Okay, so he's taking it on behalf of him. Even though he wasn't present, he says thank you so much for this opportunity. I think this gentleman is one of the highlights for the event. A round of applause for him as well. On this note, Nanado should be on standby. Nanado will be doing the citation in honor of May I have Nanado here, please? Let's invite Ebonowa to take the citation.
So maybe I make a tree. What I say? Medamunyase, Medakentase, Medan Pinfua Mobile. Medamunyase. And to still around the catch them say, Dini do, a po Noah. Yami Isramunya, Mekasa, Ebedoso. But the American and say, Daddy Eka be about spark. Okay, spark, Mr. You need to spark yourself. Yamao Kana, then here I say, best spark and sign a good movie. What I say? So spark yourself and come on, BBAC. Yamao Kana sparking. Be creative. Okay, be creative. Charlie, and try to be you. Yeah. What I say? Yeah. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Now, Miss Summer Boss said, Samuel Akana, Yenina. Stand on our time, said, Insioro, Yame, and Sramuna.
Mr. DJ, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of this event. And I want to say a very big thanks to all of you who have seated throughout. And please again, when we set time for events, as youth who want to lead a future, let's not waste time. Let's make it on time. Let's make it on time and make sure that we deliver on time as well. So on this, I want to say a very big thanks to some of our sponsors, Office of the Chief Justice and Bill Abebio Lexis, and also Mr. Godfred Kwabna Danso Akando, and all who have sponsored this event, from the SIC executives to the NUCs, to the NOSAP, to Ken Inspire Network. We say thank you so much. My name is Amina Abisibanan, and I'm pleased to be your MC. Thank you. Please don't forget that we have the photography session, and so don't go, stay tuned. It's beautiful to take pictures, it serves as a memory, and so go nowhere. And also the snacks are available. If you want, you can go. I'll take it on your behalf. Thank you.
Touch the road, taxi mode, flight mode, and still me never touch down. Our boy never flex like none of them. And turn off 225, fully choky sky, and in a go come down. Full coverage, that's how we turn up the machine to be smooth. All of them dead, all of them dead, all of them dead when it's samurai. All of them dead, all of them dead when it's samurai. All of them dead when it's samurai. All of them dead when it's samurai. Ah boy, all of them dead.
Please don't be shy. Come on and let's take the picture. Photographers, please be assessed.
Our boy never flex like none of them. And turn off 225, fully choky sky, and in a go come down. Full coverage, that's how we turn up the machine to be smooth. Joke of them, I want me to say them out though. No me yes, that I'm get man too. Build me things and an idiot can stack my food like Yasu. Fat killing you me day up on the 10 toes. One killer me no. I will be afraid that not an income for. I. Taxi mode, flight mode, and still me never touch. Our boy never flex like none of them. And turn off 225, fully choky sky, and in a go come down. Full coverage, that's how we turn up the machine to be smooth. All of them dead, all of them dead when it's samurai. All of them dead, all of them dead when it's samurai.
Please come on, let's take pictures. Social media, so I want to offer the one you and I can really put her out there. And I already want the answer there. Mr. Intro pictures, acting. Let's take the picture. Who by action? Who is not? One come more. What's the enemy? It's out of the way. Please, the ladies, the gentlemen, let's go and take pictures, please. Please, let's take the pictures together before we connect. Come on, let's take the pictures. Make a try after say Calf University man, I'm ferry there pa. Please, let's organize ourselves for a group picture here. Then we can take our solo pictures, please. Offer. Hello. Please come and let's take the pictures here. Come and let's take the pictures here. Let's join them. Let's join them, please. Please, we have only professional photographers around. Don't make my work difficult, else I'll give you the microphone. Pachomu join you, mommy. Why? Kindly join them. Please join them for me. Please join them for me. Now, some picture no camera no. You go to social media, be on for serious. When you're a professional photographer, who be taking advantage, no? Who person be taking advantage? Some camera no. Who's supposed to LinkedIn or be in film? Who post Facebook or be in film? Nafisa. We are ready. Photographer. Me the driver of the event. Maybe I'm see Chana Ubecha. It will be pastor. Come and join them. Come and join them. Why, Mr. Yes, I'm the microphone. I'm going to join me. Sister, they join me. Mr. Owefe. You enjoy some my programs. I'm Kosa, Mr. That's just saying. Listen, me baby. Go and join them. What? What? Picture.